You can all hear me okay, I guess.
Yes.
Sean's just going to make sure everybody's muted, but let's just take a big deep breath and exhale. Big deep breath and exhale. Big deep breath and a couple more times. Try to take in as much air as you can. Here's the last one. Hold your arms up and really try to reach them nice and long and straight if you can, all the way up towards the ceiling. Drawing the shoulders down and try to keep your neck nice and long and pull your chin back so you're not protruding your head forward. Bring the arms back by your side. Big deep breath. Pull in your rib cage whenever the arms go over the head. We want to engage the six-pack muscles. Now we're going to do a nice slow forward fold all the way down. So if you're not ready to get your hands to the floor, just put them on your shins or your thighs, or you could bend your knees and fold your arms. Kind of getting into the back of the legs a little bit. You can pedal out your knees if you like. Try to here be mindful to retract your shoulders. Maybe you do bending both knees, like a little baby squat. Feet are firmly planted on the floor, and we want to have them hip width apart with your toes both facing forward. And when we squat, we want to make sure that our knees are not rotating in or out. They should be tracking right over your middle toes on each foot. Okay, let's take the hands up above the knees. You're going to lead with your head first and meet me back in standing. Great job. Right arm up, left arm back, and switch sides. Just kind of go where it feels good. Great job. Okay, let's take the arms parallel to the floor with your palms facing forward. We're going to open them up with really strong arms. So really try to reach your hands away from you. And pull that chin back. Bring the hands together and try that again. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Nice long spine. Pull wider, hold it here. And now let's draw the arms all the way up. And come back now, just forward fold halfway. So while you're holding, I know your abdominals just kind of want to hang out because you're fighting gravity, but try to engage them whenever you're fighting gravity. Now let's take those arms out to the side again with your palms facing down and just lift them up a little bit higher so you feel the upper back doing a lot of work right now. Keep your neck long. Now come back to standing, let the arms go by the side. Bend at the elbow 45 degrees, 90 degrees. So you see me from the side. I'm gonna press my elbows back and really squeeze the upper back here. And then bring them forward. Press them back. And this time we're gonna fold forward, holding those elbows up. So now you've got gravity again in your way, making it a little more challenging. Slowly come back to standing. Release the arms. Bring them back. Elbows go back. Fold forward, keep your chin in. Halfway down, your elbows are exactly where they were when you pulled them back. Come back to standing, and one last time. Hinging through the hips, elbows nice and high. Now just relax the hands all the way down to the floor. Just hang out here for a few breaths. Now we're going to inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale, release back down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. You're going to walk your hands to the front of your mat and meet me in your high plank position. Micro bends in the elbows, pull in the six-pack muscles. Make sure you're not pedestaling your arms. So you got little tiny bends in both those elbows. Just hold it here and breathe. Your legs are nice and straight and your face stays up. Okay, let's press the chest through your arms towards your thighs. You're in your first down dog of the day. Pull in your rib cage. See if you can lift your hips a little higher while your feet and hands stay in the same place. Now meet me back in your high plank. And we're going to go back and forth 5 times at your pace. So pull through and forward. Just move nice and slowly, kind of enjoy the nice opening of the shoulders. This time when you pull back, lift up onto your toes and then come forward. This time you drive the heels towards the earth and bring it forward. This time hold your toes up. And one more time, you're going to press back and drive your heels towards the earth. We're going to hang out here, stretching out the calves. So just alternate, heel, pressing down, side to side. Okay, let's bring those knees down to the mat. Open them up. You're just going to hang out here in a child's pose. Feel a nice unweighting of the upper body. Your head just rests on the floor. So we're going to breathe into our lower back here to get a good release. So 5 big, huge breaths at your pace. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Oh, this feels so good. Yeah, it's hard to screw this pose up. Oh, it feels so good. A couple more. So at any point the work becomes too challenging, come back here and hang out. It's your workout and it's your body, and only you know what you're able to give today. So it's important to be patient with yourself. Okay, come on back up onto all fours. Your knees are going to come back so they're hip width apart. Your hands are nice and wide too. Tuck those toes under and just give me a little bear. Your knees are right under your shoulders. I'll show you from the side. So I just hover my knees, making sure they're stacked right underneath the hips, keeping them nice and low to the floor. Pull your hips back a little bit. Loading up those quads a little bit. You should be feeling it in the front part of the legs. Hold that. Now we're going to lift our right foot off the floor. Just an inch. So don't let the knee height change. Now let's switch. Left toes come up. Nothing else is changing. Just hold it here. Let's alternate a few more times, back and forth, side to side. Trying to get some good oxygen and blood flow to the core and your quads. Nice. Okay, step back. So now you're in your high plank and meet me in down dog. Stay high on the toes here. Try to make sure your feet are straight, so don't let your ankles roll in or out. Now drive the heels down. Press up high on the toes, lift your left leg. Great job. Keep your hips square and your ribs in. Switch feet. Come back to your high plank. Now this time you're going to press back. You're going to lift your left leg and open the left hip up towards the ceiling. Still high on the toes on the right foot. Come back to your high plank. Put that foot down. Let's lift the right leg and press back, down dog. Right hip opens up towards the ceiling. High on the toes on the left foot. Building some good body heat here. We're going to come back to our high plank. Put that foot down, switch back to the left leg lifts. Hip opens, bend at the knee. Great job, guys. Keep that rib cage pulling in. I know it wants to come out. Okay, meet me in your high plank, but this time you're going to keep that left foot off the floor. Get it parallel to the floor, nice and straight. Shoulders stack over your wrists. Hold it here and breathe. Let's put that foot down. Right leg lifts, down dog. Bend at the knee, open your hip. Meet me back in your high plank with your right foot off the floor. Right leg is nice and straight. You got to lock it out. Put that right foot down, downward facing dog. Walk your hands towards your feet and your feet towards your hands. So you're meeting in the middle. Just hang out here for a few breaths. You might want to shake out your arms. Kind of catch your breath. And we're going to do a reverse swan dive, and you're going to meet me nice and tall standing. Nice job. Sweep your arms up. And big forward fold, nice and slowly. Now inhale, extend, lift up to a flat back. Exhale, release back down. Hands down, you're in your high plank. Left knee pulls up to the left elbow. Cross it over to the right. Bring it back to the left. Step it back, keep it off the floor. You can do this. This is how we get stronger. We got to get a little edgy here. Put that foot down, right leg up, right knee to right elbow. Wait for my cue before you cross it. Cross it over. Take it back, hold it up. Put it down, downward facing. Warrior one, step your left foot up between both your hands. Arms sweep up towards the ceiling. Great job. Keep your feet nice and firmly planted into the earth. Now we're going to bring the arms back behind us and hinge forward. Pull your knee back so you're nice and active through this left leg. Arms sweep up. Hold it. Get your arms up nice and straight. The work should feel equally challenging for the legs here and the arms. Sweep back. Now, if you feel a little rocky, you need to move your right leg further to the right. So you widen your stance a little bit. Keep the forward fold hinge and now sweep the arms up. So if you can see me from the side, I'm really leaning forward. Now, if you feel any compression in your neck, lower your arms. You know how you feel. My job is to just challenge you, but you listen to your body. Arms go back. Sweep the arms up. So right now I'm trying to lift my arms as high up as I can and breathe nice and easy in and out through my nose. Take the arms back. Now this time we're going to pull them forward, just bring them parallel to the floor. So it's a lot less work for the arms. I'm going to just hinge a little more forward here. and let my left knee come right on top of the left ankle. Sorry, right over my left ankle. So right now I'm really loading a lot of work into this butt and hamstring on my left leg. You'll notice my back foot is nice and high. Heel lifts up. Hold it here, count to 10 slowly, and we're going to meet down in our high plank. High plank, great job, guys. Give me a nice low and slow hover, and then meet me in your up dog. Oh, so good. Again, micro bends in these elbows, so you're not stacking through the joints. So if they're in here and they're locked out, so you can see the inside is pointing forward, you don't want that. Now you see I've rotated them out and I've put little micro bends in them. That's what you're looking for. Hips up, knees up. Pull your hips back, hold your knees low. Come back to your high plank, give me a slow hover, and you're right back in your up dog. Keep your toes tucked under because we're not here long. Press it back, bend your legs, knees hover low. Come back, slow hover, up dog. Press back, low knees. Your knees are 1 inch off the floor. Come back, slow hover, up dog. This time we're just going to go right to a down dog. Hang out here for 5 deep breaths. Getting ready to work this right leg and your upper back. Okay, so let's take our right foot and bring it all the way forward and come up into warrior one. Nice job. Hold it here. Arms are nice and straight. Whew. A little wobbly here. Make sure you got your feet nice and firmly apart. Look up at your hands and see what's going on at the top. See if you can get them equal in height. So you don't have one higher than the other. Shoulders at the same height. Great job. Okay, let's take those arms behind us. Now you're going to bring me that nice hinge. Well, I'm going to stand this way. Nice hinge forward. Right? So my shoulders are nowhere near being over these hips. I'm pulling it forward, taking my right knee, it's behind my heel, engaging my six pack, drawing my shoulders down and broad, sweep the arms up. High on the toes on your back foot. Can you get your arms a little higher? Okay, sweep them back. Little reprieve here. Sweep up. Nice, easy breathing when the work is tough. Keep your lean. Don't lose that forward lean. Keep your neck nice and long. Arms back. Sweep up. Take them back. Maybe you give me another inch, lean forward. Not letting that knee come forward though. It's all about the core. Sweep up. This is your last hold of the arms before they come down parallel to the floor. Keep high on the toes on the back foot. Feeling a lot of work here, right? In that right butt cheek and hamstring. A lot of work for the upper body and back. 5 more seconds. Okay, now I'm going to lower my arms parallel to the floor. I'm still reaching them strong and straight. And I'm going to lean in and let my knee come forward, holding this angle. Much bigger load on the butt. Hopefully you're feeling it too. So I'm going to count to 10 slowly, and we're going to meet down in our forearm plank. So as soon as you get to your high plank, come down onto your forearms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank, lower to the forearms. The elbows are under the shoulders, your legs are straight, your neck is long. Pelvis rotates under. Feel that six-pack work. Okay, right forearm face the left side of your room. Stack your feet, lift your left arm. Hips up nice and high. Great job. If you need a modification here, you can always lower your right knee to the floor. We're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, back on both forearms. If you need a break now, put your knees down. Keep your arms in this position. If you can hang on to it, why not? So when we go to the next side in 5 seconds, make sure your hips are stacked on top of each other. So let's do it. Hold and breathe. Nice. So think about pulling your hips up as if you had a string on the top and you're just lifting it straight up. Both hips are stacked. You always have that modification if you want it. It's your workout. It's your Sunday, fun day. Right arm is nice and long. Reach for the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, forearm plank. Awesome job. Fantastic. Little break coming up here. You got to hold this for 30 seconds and we're going to meet in a child's pose. How awesome is that? Make sure you feel your six-pack work. If not, you got to tuck it under. We're almost there. You got 15 seconds. Who's counting? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my goodness, here's your well-deserved break. I hope you guys are sweating. I'm just like a big sloppy mess. Okay, child's pose for 5 big, huge, massive breaths. Oh, so good for your lower back here. A lot of planking today. It's working the entire muscular of your core. So like, why wouldn't you want to do this? Right? If you have a strong core, come on up. Life is just a lot easier. Your mobility is a lot easier. It's a lot less work on your lower and upper body. Okay, back to your high plank. We got plank up downs. So we're gonna start high, go low. Now take your left hand and come back high again. Now take your right forearm, your right arm and lower. And now this time we're gonna lift up with our right hand taking the lead. Lift. You're probably a little better on one side. And that's why this is a really good exercise. Left forearm down, left forearm lifts. Try to keep your hips from wobbling. Right forearm down. Now you're going to come up with that right hand. Lift it. Try not to wobble your hips. Left arm down. Left arm lifts. Right arm down. How's everybody doing? Hang on, we're almost done. One more, we got this. Left arm up, downward facing. Whew. Okay, we're gonna get off these hands and arms. You're gonna come forward with your left foot, sweep your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Nice work. Turn and face the side. So, strong and straight arms. I've got my knee right over my heel. So make sure you've got some width. If you look down at your feet, which I'm now having to correct, I'm looking down. I had my back leg too far back. So get some width between your front and back foot. You're not on a wire. Okay, open this left palm, reach it up. See, my knee is still right over my heel. Take your gaze, look up or not. Now, arms back parallel. I'm going to bring my left arm so my hand and shoulder are in the same line. I'm going to bring my right arm up. Hold this pose. Now, we're going to lean in. Try not to lower your hips, but lean your upper body in. Trying to get some hip flexion going here. Hold and breathe, neck is nice and relaxed. Lots of work going on here on this inner thigh of the left leg as well. Now, just take those arms back up towards the ceiling with the left one and come back where we were. Keep that going. You got 5 more of these at your pace. Legs don't move, right?
Try to minimize spinal flexion. That's when your back's going side to side, as opposed to make the movement happen with the hips.
Try to make the movement happen here from the hip, so this isn't going into flexion. Okay, we're going to take both hands down, come on the toes on your back leg, hands to your mat, step back to your plank. Hold. Pelvis tucks under. You'll notice my lower back is nice and flat. Press back, downward facing dog. Rib cage pulls in. And we're going to bring that right foot forward. Sweep your arms up towards the ceiling. Turn and face the side. Make sure you open up this right foot so you're not trying to walk on a wire. You're bending into this right knee so it's over the ankle. Now take this right arm up towards the ceiling. And switch. This arm comes right out in front. And switch again. Take it back and forth at your pace, maybe 5 times. And then we're going to meet back in our plank. Great work. Okay, take your hands back down. You're in your high plank. Now walk your feet towards your hands and walk your hands back to your feet. Stay in your forward fold. And let's just take both hands and hold on to our left ankle, or maybe you're holding onto your shin, or you can even do this holding on above your knee. Whatever feels good. We're going to come off that right foot and sweep it back behind us. So a little balance challenge. Just hold it. Your back leg, let's just get it parallel to the floor so we're keeping our hips even. So it might not be parallel to the floor. Maybe it's a few inches off the floor. That's okay too. We're just trying to challenge the balance. It's a single leg balance. So see if you can keep your foot quiet. I know mine's like wobbling a little bit. Straighten that back leg if you can. Straighten your left leg. Now we're just going to walk our hands up your leg and put the right foot down. Great job. Same thing on the other leg. We're going to start from the top. You decide how low your hands go and how high you sweep that left leg back. So if you've got more to give, now is a good time. Start putting it out there. Even just a slight elevation of that back foot is good for your balance. Both of your legs here are straight, right? No matter how high or low you are. Okay, we're going to lower the left leg, stay in your forward fold, and just kind of hang out and enjoy the position. So we're going to add some movement. We're going to do single leg deadlifts. Let's take both your hands above your knees, come up with your head first, and meet me back in your standing position. Nice. Okay, we're going to start on the left leg, hands on your hips, or maybe you want to take them out to the side, but get up on the toes on your back foot. I'm going to have mine on my hips. I'm going to come off the back foot and I'm going to slowly hinge through my left hip. Again, you want to try to keep both your legs straight. Do a forward hip hinge as far down as you can get. Once you've gone as far as you're going, in slow motion, I want you to rise back up. You're going to, once you're at the top, you're going to drop your right foot back behind you. Nice. How did that work out? Let's try it again. Maybe we'll get better. High on the toes on your back foot. Power off that leg. Give me a nice hip hinge. You can also bring your hands to your heart and kind of pray. It might help you. Hinging through that hip as far as you can. Really important here when we begin to rise up to go as slowly as you can. Right? You kind of want to resist the temptation to get back to your both feet. Step that right foot back. One more time. Come on, take it down. You can go down at whatever pace you want, but I'd love you to come up nice and slow. Maybe 5 counts, maybe more. So good to train our legs one at a time. And balance, right? Most of us have a dominant side. Left foot back, high on the toes, hands anywhere you like. Give me that nice lift off that back foot. Start hinging through the right hip. Coming down at whatever pace is good for you, but coming up nice and slowly. Okay, your back foot when you're up hits the mat again, so you have a little reprieve, and then we start right back to it. This is so good for our bodies. Come up nice and slow. Drop the foot back when you're ready. Let's run through it again. Sean says you're all doing great. A lot of great control. Let's just do it one more time, why not? This is going to be our slowest rise up of the day. I'm going to try to go for 10 counts. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Whoa. Great job. Shake it out. That was hard. Okay. Shake out the arms. Just give me a nice little sway side to side. Whew. We're going to do a little lateral work, a couple of stretches, and then we say goodbye. Okay, lateral. Feet step out nice and wide. You can go this way if you want to keep your feet on your mat. Okay. Pelvic tucks under so I feel my abdominals pull in. I'm going to push my hips back, keeping my ribs in. I'm going to come down halfway to the floor. Take your arms back, your palms face the earth. Now I've got all the weight. I'm lifting my toes up. Lift your toes off the floor. Of course, you're going to have the ball of your foot on the floor. Now, I just had to correct myself. I had one foot a little further in front of the other. So you want to check that. Realign if you need to. Now drop the hands down outside of your mat, reach them out so they're strong and straight, and push your booty back. Almost like you feel you're going to fall back on your butt. Check them out, Shauna. They got their butts back? He's making sure you got your butts back. You better pull them back or you're going to hear from him. Back more, he's saying. So this is forward, and I'm going all the way before I feel like if I.
You want to pull back just before you fall backwards. So your hips, legs on, bend on knees, hips back. Just before you fall backwards, that's the spot where you want to be.
Okay, now that you're back, take the arms out to the side like airplane. You're doing like a forward fold with your upper body, so lift it up a little bit, get it parallel to the floor again with your torso. Nice. Hold it. Keep your neck nice and long. So you should be looking right out like 6 inches off your mat. Now pulse the hands up, working your upper back. Keep your booty back, your toes up. All the weight's moving to the back of the body here. Don't protrude your chin forward. Keep your neck long. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice stretch coming up. 1, hold. Keep your booty back. Take both hands down to your right foot. Drop your head. Look at your knee. How awesome is that? Ooh. Walk your hands over to your other foot. Relax your head towards your knee. Just stay here for a few breaths. Okay, hands back center. One hand at a time, put them on your thighs and come up to standing, but keep your feet wide. Pull those elbows back and pull your rib cage in. Squeeze your butt. Hinge through your hips. Elbows up. Come back up. Toes face forward. Working a lot of the upper inner thighs. Of course your upper back. When you start your movement, start by pulling your hips back. Okay, hands to heart. So now give me a nice lunge into your right side, booty back. Elbows back still, and switch. Okay, take the elbows in the same position you just had them. So your hands, thumbs up, elbows back, side to side. Great job. So I'm feeling a lot of work in my upper back as I challenge this lateral movement. If you're not feeling your upper back working, you got to take those elbows and take them a little further back. Come down and up. Who needs weights to tone our back, right? We got this. Okay, right side, stay low, hold. Toes come up on your left foot, hold it. Hands to the floor. Big stretch here for this left inner thigh. Hang out. Try not to let your right knee go over the toes. Okay, left foot down. Let's transition over to the other side. Right foot comes up. Booty pulls back still. Okay, hands down. Step both feet back to your high plank. Hold it here and breathe. Keep your face up and your neck long. Ribs in, tummy in. Okay, side angle. Turn and face to left. Stack your feet. Hold your side plank. Now take this left hand, turn your chest so it's facing your mat, and touch the floor with your left hand on the outside of your mat, and come back to your high plank. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So right arm up, stack your feet, hold your hips nice and high and your arms straight, the right arm. The left arm has a little micro bend in the elbow. Now bring this right hand down, turn your chest towards the floor, touch the floor on the outside, come back to your high plank, hold your high plank. Nice work. Forearms down, low plank, bring your feet together. So the balls of your feet, like if you had bunions, they would be touching, and your heels. Now please don't let your feet move. I'm going to lift my butt up 2 inches, and I'm going to drop my right hip down. Lift up, drop the left hip. Lift up, drop the right. Lots of core challenge here for the obliques. Lift up, left. We have 3 more to do, and then you're in a stretch. Right side, left side. Please be mindful of those feet. Do not let them move. It's your hips that are moving. Left, lift up, go right. Lift up, go left. Knees down. Ooh, walk it back. Oh, that was great. Okay, a couple of stretches quickly and we say goodbye. I have 1 minute. Extend those legs out. Right foot tucks inside the left leg. Take your right hand, reach outside of your front leg or to the outside of your foot, and give me a long spine with a rotation. So we're not rounding our back here, we're just rotating. Should feel really good. If you want to take your gaze, you're either looking out to the side or you're looking behind your left shoulder. Now take your right knee, press it down towards the earth. Little PMF stretch for that right side. And come back. Switch sides. Left foot tucks in, nice long spine. Left hand on the outside of your shin or your foot. Rotate with a long spine. Look over your right side. So proud of you guys. Great workout today. Hope you loved it. Hope you're going to get that nice little chill feeling for the rest of your Sunday fun day. Come nice and high up on the toes. Whew, I thought it was really hard. I don't know about you guys. Okay, straighten up those legs. Reverse swan dive all the way back to standing. And I thank you guys so much for your power and your strength. I love you all. Have a fabulous weekend. Namaste. Thanks, guys.
Hello?
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I saw him.
Have a fabulous weekend. Thank you guys. Thank you. I love you. Bye.
Bye, Val.